Hi everyone, this video is going to be about my Christmas tree and how I decorate it with ribbon. I've had compliments on it and I've had people ask me how I do it. I'm going to show you how. My secret weapon at Christmas are chenilles. I use them for putting up just everything, but I do use them for the ribbon. I find they're really easy because I don't even have to twist them onto a branch. I can just kind of bend them on and they'll stay. I don't have any cats or small children that are going to pull at anything, so for me this works. But for someone who has a cat or a child, maybe you'd want to twist it on there better. I do have different colors. I think if I had green that would be nice, but I do occasionally use the red. I have 8 pieces of ribbon. It is wired ribbon, so you can kind of pose it a little bit. And I started out with 10 feet. I've been doing this for the last several Christmases. I think I did trim a little bit off one year when I realized that was pretty much always dragging on the floor for me. I think the tree is 7 feet. The reason it's so tall is because we have it on a box. I have it sitting on a wooden box. I have it raised. I like having it raised because then I can put parcels on underneath it. I can put some of my manger scene underneath. It also makes it more impressive in height. So it goes all the way to my ceiling. And I got really lucky in this box I got from a retail store that was closing. It is the base for a rotating display stand. So I can actually turn my tree. I don't turn my tree once it's plugged in. I only use the turning for when I'm decorating. So I'm going to start. I have 8 pieces. And what I do is I start at the top on like 4 sides. I put 2 together. I don't worry about what it looks like on the end. This is all I do. I just put 2 together. And a piece of, I cut them in half, my pipe cleaners. So I just kind of bunch them together like this. I do give it a little twist here. But other than that, I don't worry about it. And then I go up. And I attach it up here. And I just give it a little turn. So here there are 2 draped here, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drape 2 and 2 and 2, so on like 4 corners, so to speak. So here we are with 4 sets of 2. I know there are no corners on a tree, but you know what I mean when I say 4 corners. Now, I made a bunch of these bows. Again, with the pipe cleaners. I just twisted, oh, there's a piece of tree. With the pipe cleaners, I just held on to those bows so they're attached. There's not even very much there, a couple inches. So what I do with these is at every juncture is where I put a bow. But I also put some right up here at the top. So even if you have a piece kind of sticking out funny, the bow is going to be there. And I just kind of wind that on. And the reason I like that so well is when it comes to taking apart my tree, I just have to pull it off. It's really easy. Which means a cat could get it, I suppose. But there you go. I need to go down just a bit. So, and you can floof those up. They do get crushed when they're put away, but the nice thing about wired ribbon is they just bounce right back. So here it is, the last bow. This bow is just basically a bunch of loops held together with a pipe cleaner. I find it easiest when there's 2 little legs on it, because I can grab the branches easier. So I'm just going to put that on. I'm going to actually put it right up here. I'm actually out of bows. This is usually how many I put on. As I come down the tree, the spaces are bigger for my ornaments. It's easier to put the ribbons on first and the ornaments on after, instead of trying to work the ribbons around my ornaments. Now, usually there's tails on this, and what I do is, depending on how long they end up, sometimes they, for whatever reason, they're shorter or longer. Sometimes I just use my fingers and I give them a curl, or I can take them up here and tuck them into the branches if I wanted to do that as well. I don't worry about going all the way down around the bottom because I've got lots of pretty ornaments to put on the tree. So this is my ribbon. I really love my tree. I have a lot of fun things to do, so I'm going to stop the ribbon part of the video now, and I'm going to move on and do more later. So I hope this was helpful to you, and those of you who wanted to know how to do it will enjoy it. Thanks. So as I'm editing this video, I realized that my inexperienced camera operator has made a boo-boo. He videotaped our conversation about Christmas dinner in between filming the tree. So there's a whole section where I was explaining how to crisscross the ribbon that did not get filmed, and because I already finished the tree, I didn't want to pull it all apart and refilm it. But it's not too complex. Basically, from the bows on the top of the tree and where you have 2 and 2, you just take one of each, pull them together, and put a bow there and crimp it onto your branch. And then you do that and you work your way around the tree at each level, and then do it again for the next level, taking one from each side and crimp it again. I hope that was clear, and I hope that made sense. When I do a video with my husband behind the camera, I feel like I don't want to waste his day by doing the same thing over and over and over again. So hopefully I'm able to put those pieces together and it makes sense. I intend to make more videos as I continue to decorate my tree. I usually take an evening to do it and enjoy every minute of it. This year I'm videotaping each stage of decorating my Christmas tree so that I can share it here on the Tidy Nest and share it with my fellow nesters. I know that basically the people who watch these videos are my friends and family. So if you don't know me, I would really like to know about you. Feel free to mention something down below. I would get a real kick out of that if I knew somebody I didn't know was watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like. And if you would like to continue on this journey with me towards a tidy nest, then please hit subscribe. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you very much for coming, and have a joyful day.